Hi friends, it's Reverend Ben, and this is your weekly video. Our chalice lighting this week comes from the book called Blessing It All by my teaching pastor, Reverend Allison Palm, and also Heather Concannon. Not by, they're the editors of it, and they've wrote many of the pieces, but a lot of other folks did. And this one in particular was written under the grounding and centering part by Reverend Tandy Rogers and Reverend Sue Phillips. After I read these words, I'll light the chalice and I'll ring the chime 3 times. At this point, feel free to take 3 deep breaths with me, or you can just listen to the chime. Welcome to this time out of time to empty our hearts and minds, to let our spirits rest a bit together in the communal silence. Let whatever rises rise. We will light our chalice, take a time of shared silence. You are invited to share as you are inspired. It was good to see many of you at Sunday's worship service. I'm recording this on Monday, so that's yesterday's worship service. We have a follow-up question for this week. Who have you said I love you to? If it's nobody, you can go say I love you to somebody and report back here. How was that? Was it awkward? Did they appreciate it? Were they shocked? How did you feel? You can write me an email. If you got this video in an email, you just hit reply. Let me know how that went. If you're seeing this in the text chat if you're seeing this in our Facebook group, you can write a comment. If you're seeing it on YouTube, you can write it in the text chat. Speaking of Sunday, I want to thank Sophie Powers for troubleshooting the audio. We had audio problems both in the sanctuary and online, so our apologies. And I want to thank Cameron from Allendale United Methodist Church for helping us reinstall the software to run the camera off of our personal phones. We did purchase a new camera, and Janae is learning how to use it. Hopefully by this Sunday, it will be operational, and hopefully both the online audio and the in-person audio will be better. Speaking of Sophie, each week we appreciate someone who has worked hard to advance UU St. Pete's mission. This week it's Sophie. Sophie also got another job for Sundays, I understand. She's going to still work with us for a few weeks until we hire someone new. So I just want to say, Sophie, thank you so much for working here this past year. Friends, if anyone knows of someone wanting to make a few dollars to live stream on a Sunday, please let Janae or I know. Now, this week on Thursday, we're going to have a board meeting. All of our board meetings are open to anyone connected to the church. So I hope to see you at that board meeting. The UU St. Pete office will be closed on Friday in observance of Juneteenth. And then our new member class will be on Saturday from 10 to 4. Still time to register for it. After that, I'll teach the next new member classes in November and then February of next year. That brings us to Sunday. The discussion group will be at 9:30 in the Gilmore Library. It was nice to see 5 or 6 people there this past Sunday. Then this Sunday's worship service is the solstice. It's also Father's Day, and I'm excited to have Michael Pohl giving a view from the pew about being a father. The solstice, for the first time, we're going to have folks from the CUPS group, the Covenant of UU Pagans, actually calling the 4 directions in the sanctuary. I'm very excited for this. And then we're going to have the General Assembly sermon that was given Actually, the one that's given this past Sunday, we're going to broadcast that for our reflection on Sunday. So a lot going on. Then after that, every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m., the Freedom Vigil in solidarity with immigrant families is at the Pinellas County Courthouse. I got to attend last week's vigil. It was very moving and also nice to be back at the jail, the place where I had been arrested, except I wasn't arrested this time. On Mondays, there's a vigil from 4:30 to 5:30. It's a pro-democracy vigil on each of the four corners of 34th Street and 22nd Avenue. And then next week on Friday, there's a parents' night out. It'll take place from 6 to 9 p.m. You enter through the Arlington gate. Kids are going to be cooking and watching movies as parents enjoy a night out. Please arrive by 9 p.m. to pick up your kiddos after that. Our office hours are generally Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, except for this Friday. I will be out July 15th through 23rd for the Great Peace March reunion in Buffalo, and then for most of August for my study leave trip to Nepal and India. The deadline for announcements for this video is Mondays at 9 a.m. Please email me your announcement, and it's helpful to have the word video in the subject line. And whenever we extinguish a flame like this, I believe that is an opportunity to ignite a flame inside ourselves, and I believe that internal flame to be an unquenchable fire. Let's keep it burning until we see one another again. Try to remember that you're not alone, and I love you. Bye now.